All right, so seeing as this will be recorded and it will play again once we are live or once we've done recording, I'm gonna basically jump right into it, and then people can always ask questions at the end or once I see them. If I've got a gap, I will answer questions. But basically what we're going to be talking about today is 5 reasons why, as a small business owner, you need to be creating content. And there's probably 500 reasons, but what we're going to be just doing, I just want to touch on 5 very basic reasons. And just to tell you a little bit about me and my background, I started my own business back in 2010. Essentially, I had an online sporting goods store and was a drop shipper in the beginning, or not a drop shipper, but used the drop shipper in the beginning. But then as I grew and wanted to increase my service, I started purchasing all my own product. I ended up with a 3,000 square foot warehouse with hundreds of thousands of dollars of product and was shipping it out all every day. So I got a lot of experience, customer service, shipping. And one of the things that I did was I essentially taught myself how to do all my own marketing. Everything from email marketing to social media to blogging to creating videos and posting them on YouTube and growing my social media presence. And so I just want to also mention that my target market, essentially the people who I feel will benefit most from this video today, is a small business owner who doesn't necessarily have a good grasp of marketing. So if I say a word like search engine ranking pages, SERPs, they might not know who that is. So I'm looking at a very basic customer. So some of the people in here will definitely know a lot of what I'm talking about. And down the road, I'm hoping to do more advanced videos as well. I'm thinking of trying to put one of these videos out every Friday at 11 a.m. So it's before lunch, a time when maybe people aren't too busy. It's early enough in the morning. So you've gotten all your emails done. You probably, if you were anything like me, you'd get into the office or wake up in the morning and have 100 or 200 emails from customers asking questions of products, etc., etc., etc. But so this is a video targeted to those small businesses. I'm not trying to talk to CMOs or anything like that. This is a very basic, looking for mom and pop stores, anything like that. So if you have a friend who has that or is in that situation, obviously it would be great if you feel this video is valuable, that you obviously share it with them. So essentially the name of this video, or the topic of this video, is 5 reasons why content adds value to a company. There is surely people out there, and I was one of them in the beginning, basically asking the question, why should I create content? I need to concentrate on shipping, or I need to concentrate on customer service, or I need to concentrate on increasing my conversion rate, etc., etc. And so one of the first reason I want to give is that you need to show that you are an industry leader in whatever you do, whether you're providing a service or selling a product. You need to be, or you need to show people how knowledgeable you are, how good your service is. You need to show them about your product. And so you need to show them that you are the professional. You are the main guy as far as your product is concerned, so that they want to purchase from you. And a good way to do that is through publishing content, whether it be a blog, a video like this, having a Twitter account, an Instagram account, whatever the case is. You need to show people that you are the man or the woman as far as your product is concerned, so that they want to come to you when it's time to purchase. And so creating content is a very easy way to do that, because they might go to Google and type in your product's name or type in the service, and you're going to be the one that shows up there. So immediately they've got that knowledge that you are the number one. So that's part of the reason why you want to create content. Second reason you want to create content content is you want to attract the right people. With my website in the past, I had 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 people visiting my website every single month, and something called a conversion rate was always a big issue. Essentially, it was a case of I might have had 100 people come to the website and only one of them purchased, right? But there was also a thing called a bounce rate. A bounce rate is when a person comes to your website, they look at the first page, and then they leave because they've come to the wrong place, essentially. One of the things that used to happen to me, I used to sell sporting goods in the cricket industry, right? And so some of you might know it's not a very big sport in the United States, but it's a huge sport overseas. And the problem is there's a mobile phone company here in the United States that's called Cricket, right? And so what would happen is people would actually call me up and try to get their phone activated or whatever the case is, right? So they were coming to my website for the wrong reasons. So one thing that content does, whether it's YouTube videos, Vimeo videos, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the case is, it's gonna find you the right customer. And this content, what it's going to do is it's going to separate the wrong customer from the right customers, because you're going to put out a piece of content that is going to attract people, and then before they even go to your website, they're going to be able to determine if you provide a service that they're looking for, and if they're not, they're going to go somewhere else. So that's what it does, is it attracts the right people, and it separates the right from the wrong people, and it sends those right people to your website, which in turn increases your conversion rate and drops your bounce rate. So that's reason number 2. Heading on to reason number 3. Let's have a look here. It helps gain people's trust. When a person has read numerous of your blogs or is a follower on your Twitter account, you basically are converted from a person who they know nothing about and they have no trust in, to a person that they now trust and they are actually familiar with who you are. So giving an example, let's say you're selling baseball caps and you stumble across a website, you type in Google baseball caps, Google takes you to that website, and it's a name you've never heard of. You have no friends who have ever spoken about this company, and you're just not sure about the website. So what happens is you leave and you go somewhere else. The flip side of that coin is that a person follows you on Instagram and you're regularly posting cool pictures of models or whatever the case is, wearing your baseball caps in extravagant locations, and you've got 10 or 20,000 followers on Instagram, and you publish these great pictures, and every now and then there's an ad of a sporting event or whatever the case is, people wearing your baseball caps, and then it's now time for this person, you've now convinced this person that they need to buy a baseball cap from you. So they go to your website, they probably already know what they want because they've seen your product in the ads and in the images, and there's no barrier that's stopping them from purchasing any longer. So that's one of the things. So all of a sudden that you've been transferred, or that person has been converted from someone who doesn't know anything about you and is hesitant to make a purchase, they've now been converted to a believer, basically. And there's no gap, or there's no barrier or no wall that's now stopping them from making that purchase. They head to your website, click on the add to cart button, and boom, you've got your sale. Reason number 4 is that Google loves content. Now, there's a number of things that Google loves, but content is king. Content is right up there. If you don't have the quality content on your website, on your blog, etc., Google is not going to send you quality traffic. Google is one of their main focuses is that they provide the right references to the right customers, or to the right searcher. And so what they want to do is they don't want to, if you're looking for a baseball cap, they don't want to show a website that sells cowboy hats, right? They want to give the customers the right option so that people keep using Google. If Google's not providing that right service, that person might go to Yahoo search or Bing search, right? And so what they want to do is they want to make sure that they're giving the right options to the people who are using their search engine. So that content that you publish is going to help your reputation essentially with Google. So that's very, very important. And then if you've got that great reputation and you've got that great content, whether it be a product description, right? If you've got really intense, awesome product descriptions which properly describe what your product is, that's going to be something that Google looks for. Then on that same site, you might have a few articles telling people about your manufacturing process, having a lot of pictures, showing off the products, have high quality pictures. And then maybe you also have video, similar videos that you might have posted on social media, but below your product description, you have this great video showing exactly the right product. That's the kind of page that Google is looking for. That's super descriptive. It tells you exactly what they are gonna be doing, and it helps the customer make that purchase process. So that's something Google loves, that sort of content, and that's one of the reasons. Now, if you don't have a product description, if you don't have a blog or a video, and your page is just basically bad, right? Google's not going to show that page to the customers because it's non-descriptive, it's non-helpful, and basically it's just a bad page. So Google is looking for quality pages with quality content on them so that they can properly show them to the right customers. Moving on to the last one, we're at about 12 minutes now. I don't want to make these too long because people are obviously busy. And so the last one is content lasts forever, right? Unless you're in the type of industry where you're making circuit boards or whatever the case is, and these things are constantly evolving and it's hard to keep up. The right piece of content will last forever. So let's say, for example, let's talk about a blog post, right? And you're talking about a little bit about your company, but also about some of the services that you offer and some of the products that you offer, maybe just giving a good description of what goes on, and it's a good long article with a few thousand words. You've put some effort into it, put some money into it, got some great pictures, got some videos in there. That piece of content is going to be on your website or in your blog and essentially going to be on the internet forever. And if it's such a good article that it gets a lot of people reading it, then Google is going to be super excited about that content, and they're going to keep showing it to people, and it's literally going to snowball, and it's going to grow and it's going to grow, and you're never going to have to rewrite that piece of content. You can certainly update it, but that's it. It's going to last forever, and it's going to grow and grow and grow and mature and mature and mature. So it's going to be an absolutely fantastic piece of content that's not going to be wasted, right? And so that is pretty much it. That is our 5 reasons why content adds value to your company. And like I said, there is probably 500 or 5 million reasons, but that's just 5 basic little reasons. There's definitely a lot more detail that we can go into, but I wanted to just keep this first video simple, easy to understand, easy to digest, and short. So this is as much a test for me and a learning experience as well as hopefully is for you. Hopefully you guys found something, a little nugget in there that's going to help you further in your day and help you grow your company. And so thanks Adam, thanks Juppin for joining. And do post any comments or anything below. My new website, JHM Marketing Solutions, is going to be up in early November. I'm working on that now. I am on Instagram, jhm.solutions, and I am on Twitter, JHM Solutions as well. And then obviously you know about my business page on Facebook, that's JHM Marketing Solutions. So that is it. That's where you can get me. I'm also JHM Marketing Solutions on YouTube as well. So pretty much everywhere, whatever way you like to digest your content, you can do it now. So thanks for watching. I will catch you guys again later, and definitely next week Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time. If there's a better time that you think there should be, feel free to post below, and I can certainly make those changes. It's as easy as that. Thanks for joining me in my man cave today, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.